Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Bev, and this is how the market maker targeted me and made me lose $800 trading the Nasdaq today. Bro just loves to go for my stop loss and nobody else's for whatever reason. I honestly, truthfully have no idea why. But I mean, without any further ado, just go ahead and hop straight into the trade recap. So coming to the day, I started off here on the 4 hour. Saw, we were continuing that bearish momentum. We also had news of a government shutdown. So, I was definitely bearish coming into the day here. The only bullish thing that we sort of tapped into, I guess, was like I don't even think you would call this a fair value gap. There's like this little gap right here. But regardless, very obvious drawn liquidity was here lower. But yeah, starting off on the 4 hour, I saw that we had left this 4 hour gap here unfilled and just started displacing lower. We use this one up here on both assets to, send price lower as well. So scaling down onto the 1 minute. Sorry about that. So scaling down onto the 1 minute. I thought I did go ahead and see here that we kind of just chopped around for a bit, came up, we displaced down, respect this 1 hour fair value gap. Then from there, again, we displaced lower, putting in another change in the state of delivery right here. Then from there, we tapped into the hourly fair value gap, and I missed out on the initial shorts this morning, unfortunately. I was, gonna try to enter on market, but entering at market would have skewed my risk by like an additional $250, and I simply just didn't want to risk damn near $800 on one trade. So, as you can see there, we tapped into the 15 minute. My bad, not the 15 minute. We tapped into the 1 hour and then also the 15 minute gap. And if you can see here, ES went ahead and did the same thing. We tapped to the hourly and also the 15 minute. So we tapped to both, started displacing lower. So from there, scale down onto the 1 minute, and let's see here, yeah, market open. So market open, we tap back into the hourly. Right here, we began to like consolidate for a bit. So the way I looked at it was this was an accumulation. I'm going to just label that ACC. So this was an accumulation. This was a manipulation, and then obviously I was expecting the distribution to the downside. So right here is where I wanted to. Actually, no, my best was not there. Right here is where I wanted to enter. I wanted to enter off this change in the state of delivery, as it would also have had an inversion fair value gap to the downside. So I was hoping for something more so to this. This being the trade. But unfortunately, we ended up getting a close over here. So that drastically ruined my risk to reward, unfortunately. I would have risked an additional like $300-400 on the trade, which I just simply was not comfortable with doing. So I tried setting the limit. The limit never ended up getting tagged. It ended up just draking down, no drawdown. So I missed the initial shorts there. So then I remember the setup that I did end up taking was an attempt at a continuation short towards down here. So let me give me 1 second. All right, so we ended up making this 15-minute fair value gap that broke structure. Was also the first presented 15-minute gap as well. So that should have definitely held and sent price lower because it broke past down this low, and we were in line with order flow in my opinion. So the first trade I took, go ahead and fast forward it. So there, boom, we tap into it, sweep, boom, displacement, inversion, market structure break, change in the state of delivery. So right here, set a limit on the 1 minute fair value gap. 2-to-1 risk reward, get tagged in. We see some profits, and boom, we get stopped out right there. That right there was the first loss. I believe that one was, if I'm not mistaken, was around like 300 and something dollars. So yeah, that first loss was around 300 and something. So from there, I did stay on the charts a little bit longer than usual today because the TikTok stream was going really good. So I mean, if you guys don't already follow me on TikTok, I would highly recommend you do so. I live stream every single day. So from here, we ended up making a 15-minute gap to the upside that broke structure and created a balanced price range. So, me thinking, all right, you know what, we're probably going to go take out this high and then maybe see a move lower. So, reason I decided to flip bias here and look for a long was because it was also 11 a.m. So I figured 11 a.m. would also offer some sort of retracement back to the upside. So as you can see here, we swept the sell side. We then displaced up, broke market structure, created a bullish fair value gap, and validated the bearish one, creating a balanced price range in the process. So from here, we see small accumulation. We come into there, and this was the entry model. So accumulation comes down to the 15, instant reaction out. We swept sell side here, and we put in a change in the state of delivery. right here with displacement, a market structure break. Actually, no market structure break yet, but we eventually end up getting a market structure break and create a balanced price range within the balanced price range. So this was the trade I ended up taking, trying to seek out this high. And as you can see here, we get tagged and straight to stop loss here. As you can see, as soon as we get wicked out, it began to run in our direction. Low key, I probably wouldn't have even gotten enter in that. The risk would have still been skewed even if it was at market. But yeah, I ended up getting bottom tick there, unfortunately so. So we lost the trade in both directions. I was going to try to target out the 9:30 a.m. highs, but we never even met that either. So I got cooked trying to go long and trying to go short today. Unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbled. My opinion, mechanically, both of the setups were A plus. We had an open London high and an open Asia high as well, so I figured we would at the very least come for the London high. But I guess we just never did for whatever reason. So we just never came up to there. We ended up tapping back into the 15-minute and the hourly, I believe. Yeah, we ended up tapping back into those, and I ended up getting stopped out in the process for a grand total of. So yeah, as you can see here, we're down 872, and we ended up getting the account back into drawdown. So if I go ahead and show you guys the trade history, I believe that's where it would be at. No, it'll be right here. So yeah, the account is now sitting at basically 49K. So I went from being up 1K on the account to now being down 1K on the account. But it's all good. Tomorrow, hopefully we come into the market, we're able to catch a good move. But yeah, it just sucks, man. You know, I tried taking a continuation lower off an important fair value gap. Didn't work. We created a balanced price range. We end up breaking structure to the upside. Try trading what I see during during a common reversal hour. I get stopped out during that as well. So yeah, grand total, the market maker made me lose $800. He just loves to go for my stop loss, I guess, because quite literally, for whatever reason, it then drakes all the way back down. So literally right there, ends up going to the initial, bias, and I'm pretty sure we even came down. Nah, so we didn't even come down and take out this low, but yeah, just very unfortunate. Took two losses to the chin today, live on stream in front of 90 people. So, I mean, if you guys enjoyed the video, learned something, just make sure you leave a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. I promise you guys, I will end up catching this market maker, and I will end up making a fool out of him. I will become profitable, and I will be taking the market maker's money real soon, real soon. Believe that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go ahead and put some belt to ass on this guy. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. May you all have a very, very, very blessed day. But before we sign out, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and go ahead and get a thumbnail. All right, now we're out.